The content of this radio show is to provide information and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered advice or a recommendation. Thing or Two About Life, Total, is an adult podcast and recommended for mature audiences only. No content from the radio show can be used without the permission of Thing or Two About Life, Total. Thank you.
I am so into me, but I can learn a thing or two from you. I can weather the storm all by myself, but I'm so glad I got a total crew.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of the Total Podcast, Thing or Two About Life, as we just try to share our life experiences with you. I am your host, Mario, and I am joined by my fam, by my peeps, some of my really good friends. The panel, they're going to get a chance to introduce themselves in a little bit. But what we're going to do real quick is just tell you guys how to get in contact with us. Since we just recently discussed, I ain't qualified to do that. I'm going to pass this buck on. Andrea.
You're more than qualified to do it. You just have to, take your time and get it right. But you can most definitely reach us at totalview22.com. Right there we have all our shows. You can listen to it audio, or you can go on YouTube, click the link so you can go to the YouTube channel and see us live. And if you just have any questions or anything that you want to ask the panelists, you can do that at totalview22@gmail.com.
All
Amen.
right. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay, cool. Don't forget, hey, go to the Facebook group as well. We're out there on Twitter, Instagram, like she said, YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. Tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody, So yeah, we out there. We're trying to do our thing. We're trying to bring good content. So just keep up with us. If you have anything, like she said, send the correspondence to the website or the email. So we're going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves. And as always, we're going to start it out with our man, Lee Jack. What's going on with you, bro?
What it do? Just another day trying to make it happen. You know me, I'm trying to make it do what it do.
And he good at making it do what it do, people. Miss Keep Your Lane, are you in the building tonight?
Yes, I'm in the building tonight, learning to keep my lane. And I want others to keep their lane by pressing the like button and the share button and continue to come and see us.
All right. Okay, cool. I could definitely get with that. We appreciate that. Miss Janine J9, you're in the building. Talk to the people. What's going on with you?
I just want to say hello to everyone and hope you enjoyed the show. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it. And to our feline furry friends, we have Marlena. What's going on? Sugar Cakes.
Meow, meow. What's up, cat mamas and cat daddies? It's good to have you with us this evening. As another reminder, if you don't have a friend that you brought in, go out and bring one in. We would truly love to have them. We hope you enjoyed the show this evening. Stay with us. Meow.
All right. And we got our producer extraordinaire, Miss Andrea. How you doing?
I'm good, Mario. Just hope everyone enjoys the show tonight.
All right. Cool. And last but certainly not least, we got Mama D. Talk to him.
Suki now. We want to welcome all of you all here. We have a new member of our total group. Her name is Baby Araya. We want to welcome her into the world. That is Andrea's grandchild. So we're happy about that. And welcome to our game room with the Rugrats.
All right. Welcome, Miss Araya. Welcome into this crazy, crazy world.
Thank you.
Okay. my goodness. Every time you do that, boy, I swear to God, that sound like, I don't know, somebody paid you to do that.
Right.
One of them old cat daddies Marlena be talking about.
Yeah.
No, sweet daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't
Sweet daddy,
gonna
cat
touch
daddy,
that.
they all the same.
Mm.
They're all the
Mm.
same.
Okay. I think a sweet daddy and a cat daddy, two different things.
Oh, really?
Right.
Tell me what the difference is.
Well, that particular
that's
sweet
the first
daddy,
question right there.
that particular sweet daddy was a sweet daddy.
I,
Oh, Lord.
I can
Back
never
in the
say
day,
I
if you
don't
really
know
want to
what
go
that
back in
is.
the day, cat daddies was also referred to as sweet daddies.
I still don't know what a cat daddy is. Break that down. For real. What's a cat daddy?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. A cat daddy is an older man who got a bunch of women. Not just one or two, but a bunch.
And what
You
year?
always you see him walking
What
around with
year?
what you
I'm
saying?
saying, what year was cat daddy popular lingo?
The
It's
60s
still-
and the 70s.
Oh, it's
Some
still
of
popular
the
now.
80s.
And depending on where you're from, yeah, you're right. It's still popular now.
Yeah.
And normally
Okay.
they wear their church shoes every day.
I was gonna say they got them gators on and them suits.
Always got some gators. You don't never see him in
He ain't slacking, you know.
and sports stuff. He always dressed.
Yes.
If he doesn't have a suit on, he's got a sport jacket, pair of slacks, and nice shirt and tie. Bow tie sometimes. And he usually got a big car. Nowadays they driving trucks because the girls like trucks, so they driving big trucks. It's always clean. You always see him wiping it down or washing it or something. And when you see him, come here, girl, let me talk to you.
By all that, what you just said, y'all know over in the the other group, it's some guy named James. Everything y'all said kind of reminds of that James guy. You know who I'm talking about in the other group?
Oh
He
my
always
goodness.
ride like the little convertible. We always got a little suit on, and he always make them little video where he listening to music standing out somewhere. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
He's in this group too, you know. He's in this
Yeah.
group too.
Oh, he in this group
and sometimes you see them, they be on the block styling and profiling, thinking they looking good and stuff.
And normally they from
and the girls
Detroit
will
because
holler
he's
at
from
them.
Detroit.
Yeah, and
Normally
a
they
group of
from
girls-
Detroit because he's from Detroit.
and a
He
group
live
of
in
girls
Cleveland now,
passing
but he's
by.
from Detroit. Yeah.
A group of girls passing by a holler at him. What's up, cat daddy? And he, acknowledge.
Man. Okay, all right. You learn something new every day. Goddamn cat.
You gonna be a cat daddy one day, Mario.
Mm-mm.
And they always wear they always wear hats too. We got a hat for every outfit.
And a bunch of them cowboy fans.
Ooh. Is he wearing the Stacy hat?
That's where we go. I'm gonna try to keep this thing civil and keep this thing right. Okay, all right. That's what we doing.
Get it, Marlene. I'm get it.
Okay, cat daddy. All right. So, how old were you when you first made love to your first cat daddy, Marlena?
Oh Lord.
We didn't change the question to when you made love to him. Okay.
I mean, she's seen well versed in cat daddy is.
See, now you're asking about sweet cat daddy.
Asking about what? Type of
Sweet
cat
dick
daddy?
cat daddy.
A what?
Sweet dick cat daddy.
Oh, shoot down.
Big cat daddy. Or is that sweet dick Willie?
Sweet dick cat daddy. Willie is a
Sweet dick
whole
cat daddy.
Just
See, they just gave us the general term of cat daddy. Now she finna break it down and say there's different levels of cat daddies.
It is.
Well, if you want to call my butcher a cat daddy, because you can.
No, by your definition, that was sweet dick cat daddy. Ooh.
I ain't even gonna fight
So
you.
as
on
you
that,
can
Leon.
tell, she still gets hot behind that.
I'm
too.
not
See?
even gonna fight you on that, Leon, at all, because it was sweet to me. Yes, it was. But anyway, I was 19. He was 23.
That's been your biggest gap
Yeah,
in your
that's been
life?
my big, yes.
Wow, okay. So that's what, 4 years?
4 years.
Oh, wow.
He's the oldest guy I've ever been with in age. As a age difference.
Yeah, I got you. Usually women gaps sometimes be bigger than men gap because you always got older men definitely trying to get at younger girls. You know what I mean?
I was never trying to get the worms.
Oh,
some women like the worms now.
Yeah, some women like the worms.
Well, that's them.
Are you ready for the worms?
I didn't want the old man disease.
ooh.
You said he was a cat daddy, girl. He would have paid you good to rub that gout out
I
that
didn't
foot.
say he was a cat daddy. I said if you want to call my butcher a cat daddy, that was the age difference between he and I.
He was a cat daddy to you.
Really? I didn't see him as a cat daddy at all.
I'm sure you didn't.
I'm sure you didn't.
Right.
So a man 4 years older than you is a cat daddy?
Oh yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want to put the business on the street, but okay.
Go ahead. I want you to say.
Considering that he was the one who taught you and groomed you,
yes,
then he was your cat daddy.
Okay, well, he was a good cat daddy.
Oh Lord.
Sweet big cat daddy.
So she said taught you and groomed you. She was bound to be nice for saying turned out.
He did turn me. Well, he did.
He did to use
he did turn me out.
Vernacular what I talk. Why?
Yeah, if that's the term you want to use,
let it stay the way it was. It sounded a whole lot better.
I know it sounded better, but I'm just saying that's
what's the name that you have for him down there? Black. Because he black.
And then he wondered why I called him that.
Look, if we gonna do it right, you forgot to, like he said, a pimp named Slickback. I'm super black. You said both, super black.
Who said super?
Yes, right. Say it right.
Who said super?
I was trying to make it nice, Marlena.
It's okay. It's okay because you and I both know more. Black's maturity level, so
See, if I was easily offended, that probably would offend me. But no, I mean, whatever you think it is, it's probably right. Yeah, I do know right. That's what I'm saying. It's probably right. So Miss Donnell, what's yours? What's your age gap in age?
I was 35. He was 76.
God damn.
Wow, girl, you had a real cat daddy. He was cat.
He had cat daddy money too.
Woo, girlfriend.
Oh no.
Come
you
on.
You were 35 and he was 76.
What else you want to know, Mario? Because it's all I can see it. I see question marks going all around your head.
You know it.
He was old.
I mean,
big cat daddy.
Yes, I will say I might got one little follow-up question.
One my ass.
I mean, and at at that point, you was like in the prime middle of, you know, your sexuality and all that, and you didn't think that was maybe outside the realm of where you wanted to go? Because at that point, you 30 something, you didn't see him as an old man.
He was an old man, but he had connections.
He was a good old man. What? Mm-hmm.
He belonged to a lot of he used to be he used to work on the waterfront, and he had a lot of connections. He did a lot of things socially, and I wanted to be out there socially. So in order for me to do that, I was his companion. And that's what he introduced me as when we went out. He introduced me as his companion. Now, his son, on the other hand, was upset because he and I were the same age.
I mean, I can understand how that might be.
I do too. I can understand that too. And I had told him several times, I said, you know, I need to be gone by the time your son comes. This is my house. I do what I want. Okay, well, one day I was there and his son came home and he flipped his lid. He liked to have a fit. But he knew I wanted to go to Omaha, and he gave me the money so that I could move. He helped me move. And he told me if things don't turn out right, just to give him a call, and he would send me a ticket, come back home.
Wow. Okay.
And we did a lot of things. He was involved with the local politics, so all the dinners and, you know, shoreways and stuff that they would have, we would go to. He said he just needed somebody to be with him, and he got tired of his buddies going to dances and stuff and not having, you know, a companion. And yeah, we slept together, but I knew, you know, he was fine, but I knew because he was sickly. And see, I was working at a pharmacy at that time, and so I knew he had a heart condition because I knew what kind of medicine he was taking. So I wasn't trying to put any undue pressure on him. I wasn't trying to force him to have sex. He was the one who wanted to have sex.
Okay.
But then when he found out that he couldn't keep up, he just thought he said, well, I won't be mad if you go out. I just don't want to know about it. I was like, okay. But whenever he called, I didn't care who I was with. I gotta go.
Wow.
Because his money was right.
Gotcha.
I don't know. At 35, I could have been with no 76-year-old woman. I'm just telling you, I don't know if I could have done that. She would have to been.
If that paper long, you'd have been right there.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Lee
Thank
Jack,
you.
76.
You're right there, rubbing her feet, rubbing her bunions.
That's older than your mama and your aunties, and I don't know if I can do that.
And you've been right there rubbing her bunions.
Shit. Now I might would have went for it if you would have said anything that didn't have to do with the feet.
Oh Lord.
I could have went for it, but
you'd have been gay all on her knee.
Okay, I could do the knee, but I ain't fucking with nobody.
It's crazy.
Nobody got time for that boy right there. He's stupid.
So what about you, Lee Jack? What's your age gap? What's your thing?
Mine was 8 years. I was like 15. She was 23.
That was, I mean, as a guy, that you must have felt like you had hit the little jackpot. You know what I'm saying? I got an older chick sweating me.
Oh yeah, you know, a little swagger.
Oh Lord.
You know, some that the young guys and some of my younger friends didn't know about.
You didn't tell them?
For what? So they can get in on my action? Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
Oh,
You have to remember he was 15.
Well, he was 18.
Huh?
No, he
You were
said he was
18 or 15?
He said
15.
Oh shit, that was even better. I thought you said 18.
No.
he was 15. And 15-year-old boys, shoot, you got a doll, I want one too. You got a girl, I want the same girl too.
Right.
You got a little something from her, I want to get a little something from her too.
Why she giving it to you, ain't giving it to me? Oh, okay.
15-year-old boys don't think like grown men.
Or they would have told everybody and blowed it
They
up.
would tell-
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, they would have told everybody.
Yeah.
Hating.
Mhm.
All right, J9, you is up. What's your age and age difference? And did you enjoy it?
I was probably 24, 25, and it was, I think, 37, something like that. So like 12 years.
Oh, okay.
And I would say the sex part wasn't that enjoyable, but things that were done for me, I enjoyed.
You say the things that were done for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, all right, cool. That happens. Did anything meaningful come from it, or it was just a just a
No.
fling, one and done?
Well,
What
no,
type of situation was it?
I mean, it was somebody that I was with, but I'm just saying, sex part wasn't all that enjoyable. I just
Oh.
enjoyed, get my bills paid and everything, and all that.
All right.
Mario, why you rubbing your head?
No, I just see the running theme here. I see the running theme. If they could provide, damn how old they is. Okay. I mean, it's especially in today's world, shit. If somebody want to pay your bills, I mean, it'd be hard pressed not to let them these days. Shit, I mean, shit high.
Yeah.
What about you, Andrea?
I'm just gonna always be a broke bitch.
What? Jackson.
I was talking to Miss Marlena.
Because I think you're the
always
only
got
one who heard me.
on the defensive.
So,
I mean, she was ready to go in.
Right.
no, I wasn't. I asked what?
I
But
think you're the
anyway.
only one who hurt me, Leon.
Yeah.
So, all my exes have been older than me. So the oldest I've just actually been with maybe 8 years or so. That's about it.
Okay. I mean, that puts y'all in the same generation, it's 8 years, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm definitely waiting on to hear this one. Miss Felicia, what's been your age gap and was it enjoyable? Did it last? What was the circumstance?
You just been waiting to hear mine, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I was 23 and he was 67.
God damn.
Yes, it was very enjoyable. I enjoyed every last bit of it. He liked to do the things that I like to do. We traveled, we went places, we had fun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow.
And
Yeah.
it didn't look like he was in his 60s. He looked like he was in his 40s.
Okay.
Okay, now I would imagine that has to play a role to it because I mean I can
You know,
imagine what. Yeah, yeah.
he didn't look like an old man. He looked like a man up in his age, just not an old man. And he was able to keep up with my young ass because we would, a lot of the places that we would go to, it would be cabarets um, where you do ballroom dancing. And I could be out on the floor 6, 7 damn songs and he could hang with me the whole time.
Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, that's one of them type of things where I mean, I don't know. That's just to me, that's a big age gap, and I guess because I'm a man, and a lot of times when you looking at women of a certain age, when you really young, you don't see yourself being with a person like that because you think you young. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, it's amazing how that shit is like a sliding scale. It transitions from you being what's up to hey Mr. Watts to you know what I'm saying. You go from
Right.
it's just amazing how that works. You go from the dude who running with the fella to the old man quick. But for me, it was 35 and 50. When I was 35, she was 50, and it was one of those quick. And I could say shit. I met her on a chat line. It was a one hit or quitter, one and done type thing. And I saw her maybe about 2 years ago. And at that time, I was like, oh my God, time shifted and it was just couldn't believe I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, that was, I was 35, 46 then. So that was like 11 years later and she was 61 and couldn't believe I did it right at the time. I'm saying, oh man, I can't believe I did it. But then at 46, looking back at it, said, you know what, looking at it, shit, I do it again. Because at the time you like, I can't believe I'm doing this. You had all type of mental shit. She 50. She fucking 50. She old. And
But
now I'm
she
50.
working it on you.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
Lord, have mercy.
And now I'm 50. It don't seem so old now. Oh man. All right. So let me ask you, Andrea. You just new grandchild and stuff, and they just passed all these quite a few states passed reintroducing whipping and spanking the kids. Tennessee is one of the states. Would you be okay with the schools spanking your kid?
Would I be okay with it? I'll say it like this: yes, times have changed. They did it to us in school. We got paladins and things like that. I got a couple myself.
Just
So
a couple.
yeah, a couple.
A couple of weeks, huh? Okay.
A couple. But if they did bring those type of things back into schools, I want you to consult me first,
Okay.
and then we go from there.
Well, I know one of the proposed ideas was not the teacher do it, that they were going to have a person who was appointed as the paddler. So if your child got in trouble, the teacher didn't do it. They sent the child down to the paddler's office. And then, because they were saying like, who in the hell would want to sign up for that job? Well, your job all day, if people are being sent to you all day, is whooping kids' ass all day. So, now a lot of parents don't answer the phone when the school calls. So
Right.
how they supposed to get in contact with you to tell you, hey, look, we about to whoop your child's ass. So we just want to let you know, thanks. Boop. And leave a voicemail and tell you that. How would you feel you get that message?
Well, we do have these things called text messages these days.
No. They ain't gonna text message, they gonna call you.
Yep.
Little text.
But what if you don't respond to the text?
Right.
Just handle your business. Handle your business. I mean, they did it to us. I've always heard that it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah, but it's a lot of not right people in the damn village these days.
Yeah.
Right about that. See, that's why we would have to sit down, have a school board meeting or something about who the paddler will be. We have to know their background and things like this, if they're abusive to kids or what they psyche like, you know.
I agree though, but if you was a Marlena, you was close to the school situation and like that, would you want to be the paddler?
I wouldn't want to be the paddler, though I would not. And no, I would not allow them to corporal punish my child. Simply because of what you said, Mario. It's a lot of ain't right people these days. And so, back in the days when we was kind of getting paddlings or whatever school was paddlings, it was some kind of moral statistic to it. They didn't try to beat you to death. But now people is in another type of atmosphere of spanking your kids or whatnot. So I just I don't. I would, maybe back then I would have trusted it, but nowadays no, I don't trust that. I don't trust it at all. And just because a person is in the school system don't mean that they're not violent. I know a lot of teachers probably whoop they mates behinds and stuff or are abusive in their homes, and just so lady and gentleman like, in the schools and in the streets. But at home they something different. So I wouldn't be comfortable with it.
Okay.
If my child need to be corporal punishment, call me. Maybe, that's what y'all want. I can come down there and give the corporal punishment. If you can't get in touch with me, we just give them some other kind of punishment.
Okay. And if they had like a board meeting and stuff like that, you would be one of the outspoken ones saying, no, I don't want anybody paddling my child.
I would definitely advocate for my kid.
Okay. All right, Lee Jack, as a father, as a person who probably grew up in an era where they did do paddling, would you sign off on it now for one of your kids?
As of right now, dealing with these kids in these schools and being in educational background, I can't see myself signing off on it as of right now. And I know that we mentioned something about having a assign a person to do it. It's a lot that goes in behind assigning somebody to do it and letting people do it nowadays as compared to when we were kids and got paddlings at school. Because back in the day, when we got paddlings at school, it was the norm because the teachers got to take their aggressions out if they had aggressions or other things at home, or if they had a bad day at home with their kids, they could whoop their kids and take it out on, take out a little bit of their frustrations on them. Nowadays, you have to look at it. People can't take they frustrations out on their kids. They don't take their frustrations out on their kids at home. They hold it in and let it build up. And then when they get to other people's kids and want to take out some aggression, then that's when they try to let all this stuff, this build up come out, and they want to, take it to the extreme on other folks' kids. And if you look at it like that, I mean, it's a lot that can happen behind that, letting the frustration come out on other folks' kids. And then, and then back to the assigning somebody to do it. after, let's just say that one day that this assigned person gets, let's say 50 kids to paddle in a day. Knowing that you got to paddle, you done went to school and paddled 50 kids in one day, and then the next day it might be 10, next day it might be 20, these random numbers. After time, this is going to build up on your psyche, and you might have a psychological break, and you might think that you're more than the person that you are, and try to take out some aggressions in some other kind of way because you get to express them in that particular way for that period of time during the day. So, it's a lot that goes behind that.
Yeah, and then if that person is the paddler, is the paddler also the one who decides that whatever happened in the situation, that this child deserves the corporal punishment, or another punishment? Does the paddler get to decide that?
I think in most schools, like if you was at a school, most schools have vice principals of discipline now. Most people have a person in charge of discipline, and that person would decide whether I need to send this child to the paddler. You know what I mean? So, because a lot of vice principals are literally vice principal, but they're the vice principal of discipline for the 6th grade, then one for the 7th grade. I know that's how it works here. They have people that deal with that. But I want to go double back real quick to something Leon said. Leon, you almost made it sound like it's okay for somebody to take their aggression out on their kids as long as they'll
No,
take it out on the
no,
other
no,
folk
no.
kids.
I said what happened was back in the day was we would get whoopings at home from our parents, correct? Nowadays, parents don't really do that no more. So you have to look at a situation as the parents nowadays, when they go home and they kids act the fool with them and they don't take the discipline, take discipline into their own hands. When they get the authority to take out discipline on somebody else's kids, they might say, look at it like, okay, well, my kids at home been raising hell with me, and I've been wanting to do this to them for this amount of time. Now that I get to take my aggressions out on somebody else's kids, and it's deemed somewhat okay, let me take out all my aggressions on the kids that from my kids and this kid.
Okay, and with you saying that bit of it, that's why you should have at least 2 people in the room to make sure that things like that don't happen.
Yes.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. You have to. It's so many things that you have to look at and have to be ready and equipped for when it comes down to dealing out corporal punishment in schools nowadays.
But that goes back, and we'll get Janine in on this really quick. But that goes back to, like you said, if you got multiple people in the room, the paddler has a shitty job, and the person that got to watch the paddler has a shitty job. You know what I mean?
And they might be just as fucking corrupt.
Right. And then it might be like the correctional system was back in the day.
Beat his ass good.
Right.
That's co-signing.
Hey.
They were co-signing. No, hell no. I'm still not.
How the corrections officers used to do back in the penitentiaries back in the day, when they in there supposed to be in there interrogating somebody, or trying to get them to do something or get them to act a certain way, and they had a camera up there. They'll have the camera, they'll move the camera up a little bit so that way he can continue to dish out the punishment and not be on tape. Yeah. It might be some stuff like that going on in school systems.
I mean, it's a lot of variations. I'll bring up one after this. Janine, what's your theory on this? You down for letting your kids get spanked in school?
No, I'm not down for that. And it's because of a lot of things that you said. I was already gonna, speak on it, but you guys basically spoke on it already. But no, I'm not down for that.
Well, give us one.
People get out of hand with that. think about sometimes you may have gotten out a little hand with it. So, you know, you know, abuse and all that going around. No, I would never. Not down
So
for it.
you would never sign off
Not
on
not
it,
even if they. No, never.
even if they had someone in there that overseeing the spanking. You know, a paddler and somebody watching the paddler to make sure they don't go overboard with it.
No, never. Let me know and I'll deal with it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Felicia? You down for the paddling or no?
I'm not down for the paddling at all. In today's world, you will not be putting your hands on my grandchildren. My children are grown. If my grandchildren did something wrong that bad to the point of where you feel you need to put your hands on them or hit them with something, send them home and let us deal with it. Don't put your hands on a child. Just because it's two people in the room, what is that supposed to mean? That is still two human beings, and both of them can be just as corrupt as the other. I'm
Okay.
not
So
willing
no,
to
go
let.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not willing to let my grandchildren go through that kind of torture.
So it's torture if somebody else spank your kid, but it ain't torture if the parental person beat the shit out the kid.
I gave birth to you as long as I ain't killing you.
Damn. Okay.
I can whoop your ass because I gave birth to you. You were given to me to go through all of that to give birth to you. Between me and Daddy.
So you said it like just because you gave birth to, you got the right to, if you want to, just kill them.
No, I said I'm not.
I know that's stretching it. I know that's stretching it a bit, but I'm saying you saying because you gave birth to them, that gives you the right to do anything.
No, I have the right to discipline.
Okay. Miss Dianetta, you've been around long enough, and I'm asking you, what do you think the fundamental shift in there? Because paddling used to be okay, well, nobody complain, nobody. What's the fundamental shift now? Everybody, no, don't touch my kid. When we all grew up in a situation where, you know, when I got paddled, I don't never remember nobody hit me on the butt. They just tell me to hold out my hand. They would like hit you in the palms of your hand or something like that. And if that was the very worst that ever happened to me, I was fine. If I couldn't take a couple of ruler licks to the hand, shit, that's on me. But what do you think is the fundamental shift that happened to why nobody wants the kids to be paddled?
We have a different type of parent now. A lot of parents don't paddle their kids. They talk to them because my foster daughter does that with with her son, with my grandson. That's why um, I can't keep him because if you tell him no, he'll say, "Mama, D, you can't tell me no without explaining to me why I can't do what I'm not gonna do." So when he told me that, I said, I just want to see a receipt where you to pay the bill up in this house, and I'll be more than to explain anything. But until then, no is no because I said so, and that's all the reasoning you need. Because that's all the reason I needed when my mama said no. I dare not ask her why. These parents want to be their children's friend um, instead of being their disciplinarian. I don't want my child to hate me, and there have been many times because, like Marlena, I've worked in the school system. When I retired, I volunteered in the school system. Time and time again, I've heard parents say, "I don't want them to hate me. I want them to love me. I don't want them to hate me." Okay, well, at some period of time, believe me, I hated my mama because she spanked us.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure some of that stuff that she did, she could have gone to jail for, but they wasn't putting parents in jail at that time. And the laws have changed,
Right.
and the kids know it. And they'll be the first to tell you, you can't hit me. I'll call child protective. I'll call the police. They already know that. So yeah, it's a different. But for me, no, I would not want to have someone from the school hit my child because just like the children educators have changed as well. We got a lot of young people. I know in Nebraska they had a lot of young people from these small towns in Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. And their first year teaching, they put them in inner city schools. Them kids don't bit more no. They got brothers and sisters older than some of their teachers. So, okay, boys and girls, let's sit down. They don't know nothing about that. And I walk in there and go, sit your butt down. Did she tell you to sit down? They sat down. And it's like, why they listen to you? Because I got that mama voice. You got to put some authority in your voice. So no, I wouldn't trust anybody. But I would be more than happy to come if you provide a room for me and pat on their butt. Yeah, I could do that as a parent. If I was you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you in school, everybody could see somebody's parent coming in with that belt swinging on their on their shoulder, excuse me, or around their neck. They're like, "Oh, that's your mama. You gonna get it." Everybody knew.
Right.
They went right in the principal's office. The principal called you to the office, and when we saw you again, your eyes was red, and you could hardly sit down. And then we saw your mama walking back home with that same belt swinging around her neck or on, and then we seen the daddies do it too.
And
so the whole dynamics of educators, parents, and children have all changed now.
It has, because they would allow the parent to come and whoop your ass at school. You know what I'm saying? If you hit a child at school now, you will be carted off in the police car.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
You know, so, but where I stand is that I say that I wouldn't honestly have a problem to it, because a lot of these kids are just so unruly and foul at the mouth and stuff and think it's all cute. But it's more than just saying paddling, right?
Yeah.
We got to have like levels of is it their first offense? Is it, you know what I'm saying, how egregious or whatever it is to it? And also the person who's making the decision, are they chronic with how often do they send people to be paddled? Do they favor the white people over the black people? It's just so much crap go into it. And then all teachers got kids that they just say, you know what, I just don't like that little motherfucker right there. Paddle, send him to the paddle. You know what I mean?
You know how many times I have heard, I wished I could whoop his ass or whoop her ass.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know how many times I have said that myself?
And that's what I'm saying. So, like I said, I wouldn't mind doing it, but it's too many variables to allow it to happen.
I have said it myself. I would love to. He's so terrible. I would just love to whoop his ass.
Yeah, and that's why I was trying to get Leon to clarify, because.
But when I say it, I know I ain't gonna beat the shit out of the child, or I would never even hit the child, because the child is not mine. But just my thought, you know. But you don't know how many people will go beyond that.
Yes, and that's why I say I wouldn't mind doing it, but I know just the way stuff works, you can't allow this to happen, because that's a Pandora box door that you open. And then since y'all agree to it, that one day y'all gonna be walking the paddle out of there talking about he assaulted somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he went too far with the paddling, or you know what I'm saying? Or they gonna walk somebody out of there because they saying that this whoever the principal or the discipline person is biased with sending black kids in there to be paddled more than white kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much could go wrong with this that I just think it'd be better for us to try to make our kids be better before they go to school and don't need to be paddled.
But
That's true.
But like Ms. Donetta said, these new age parents ain't doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them type of things that parenting has changed literally since we all had little kids. You know, Andrea got one that's coming out, but she old enough to not, need paddling and stuff. But I can remember when, if your mama ever got called up to the school, you swear to God you were going to die today. You know what I mean? You literally felt the heebie-jeebies. You know that funny feeling you get when you know you in fucking trouble.
Yeah.
These kids don't have that. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
They're
They man
not
get
scared.
called.
They're not scared of anything. That's the
or
problem.
you're nervous all day when
Yes.
they say, I'm gonna make a call home to Miss such and such so and so your parents.
Yep.
Because back
Yep.
then they knew all the parents by name. So,
Yep.
so, I'm gonna make a call to Miss Wallace. I'm gonna make a call to Miss Brown over here.
But don't you think that that's an advantage because we lived we went to the neighborhood school. These kids don't go to neighborhood schools anymore. They got to go way across the city.
Getting bust out.
Exactly.
Well, I mean that could play a role in it, but whether they go here or there, it still gotta act right.
But what I'm saying is, if they go to the neighborhood school, the family of the teachers and the principal, they all know they knew everybody. When a parent walked up, our principal could call them by name. How you doing, Miss Porter? Who you coming to see? Eddie, David, or Dinetta?
Well, the world has grown, has tripled in size then. So now you can't have a little small town experience when, it's a 300,000 people living in the town now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But I didn't come from a small city. I came from a metropolitan. I didn't live in a small city, but we did go to neighborhood schools.
Yeah, because every year they are talking about putting up new schools around here. Every year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 or 3 new schools go up. You're like, where are the people coming from?
A lot of times it's their jobs are bringing them, to these towns, to these cities. That's what it is.
So for the general consensus on this particular question right here, everybody pretty much was like no, except for Andrea. But mine is a slighted no. If they could find a way to do it judiciously, do it right, I would be for it. But I just know you put too much power in people hand, their power corrupts.
Yeah.
So, and plus with the, like y'all said, with the new age parent, this is one thing we ain't looked at too. With the new age parent, the first time somebody whoops somebody's child, it's gonna be a shootout at the goddamn school.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With the new young, especially with kids having kids, that they don't come up there and be like, "You hit my motherfucking child. Who told you that, Papa?" You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
That's why in the beginning of it, you make it understood that, hey, this is what we do in our school.
Yeah, and I believe it would have to be like a waiver sign to let you know
Right.
in the school. Most times, I know when we went to school, there was a permission slip at the beginning of school that the parents had to sign.
Yes.
That said that where we believe in corporal punishment, your child will be paddled if this and this happens, and they have to sign off on it to let them know, hey, it's okay for them to do this. And if they didn't sign off on it, then they knew it.
Yeah.
But
I'll give you a good example. The last year that I volunteered at the school, on the very first day of school, we always stand outside and greet the kids to have welcome them to have a great year and everything. Now, these are elementary school kids. They have no business having a cell phone in their anything, but if they have one, it should be in their book bag and it should be turned off. The mom brought him to the door. I greeted her, I greeted him, and she looked at him and she said, "Here, take this cell phone, because if anything pop off, you make sure you call me." Very first day of school, what you think's gonna pop off?
Right.
So you putting that question in his mind anyway. If anybody say anything to me and if anybody do anything, I know my mama's gonna come because I'm gonna call her.
Right.
But with her saying things like that comes from her parents not disciplining her the proper way.
Yeah.
That's true.
possibly.
And that's what I was about to say. Sometimes not, because sometimes we go overboard for our kids when we don't even realize that it's a button been pushed in you and you done went into psycho mode. You don't even realize it sometimes. You know what I mean? Because you be like, that my
Yeah.
motherfucker child, don't touch my motherfucker. It's just something that happens to you, and you can't even explain it. Because sometimes when you sit down and think about it, you be like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know, it just happens.
Right.
Because you can't stand the fact that somebody might be touched. That's my motherfucking child. You understand what I'm saying? And you see
Yeah.
women do it a lot. Women don't play about their motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
Right.
You know. But yeah, I mean, we'll move on from that. It's just that times are different, and I don't know how you could just sign off on that without something going wrong. Cause the very first week of that, cause it like Leon said about the waiver thing, even if you sign that waiver, people still gonna have a goddamn fit.
Yeah.
So all right, we'll move on. So Miss Dinetta, let me ask you a question. This question said, why does single men and women with money refuse to date broke people? Why do you think that is?
Refuse to date who?
Broke people.
Broke people. Because they tired of paying for everything.
Mhm.
That's a simple answer.
Right.
Nobody wants to be with somebody you got to pay all the time.
Wow. I saw someone on Facebook, and I don't know. I think maybe one of y'all pull up, or it might have been my friend Dave. They was this guy and this girl was at the restaurant, and he was like, "I've been paying all weekend. You can't pay for this." And she kept saying, "It's only $50. It's only." He was like, "Well, if it's only $50, pay it." You know, so so
Well, there are some women who don't think that they should ever pay for anything
yes,
at any time.
Well,
yes,
um, I- when they are saying broke, is broke just you not never paying for anything, or is broke because you don't match their income?
that is a very good question, and that's the question I always ask a woman when she said, "Well, he was broke anyway." And I always ask, what does broke mean to you? Because if you really ask everybody, broke definition varies from person to person.
Exactly.
So she'll just say, because he can't, the man could have money to suffice for his everyday life. She'll call him broke because he ain't got money to suffice for his everyday life and take care of her too. That's broke to her. When technically that's not broke. It's just that I could take care of myself and maybe splurge on you every so often, but I can't take care of your whole lifestyle with you being a grown ass, full grown adult that I'm not married to or anything like that. But you want me to take care of your whole lifestyle, then you would say, "Oh, you're a broke ass nigga." So that's true. I mean, what's your definition of broke? Janine, what's your definition of broke?
Cannot take care of himself and always want me to do something. Can't do anything. You don't have any money, don't have a job, you can't take care of himself. If I'm dating you,
Okay.
I'd like to, at least for you to take care of yourself, be able to take care of yourself.
Now that's a good definition. I can live with that. Where you saying, well, he can't at least take care of himself. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. What about you, Felicia? What's your definition of broke?
My definition of broke is if he can't take care of his own needs and wants, then he's broke. If he can take care of his own needs and wants, then he's not broke.
What if he couldn't take care of his own needs and wants, but found a way to take care of yours? Would you still consider him broke? Because some guys do that, won't do for themselves, but do for this girl they trying to keep.
That's not broke. That's doing a bit too much, but that's not broke.
I've
But by
seen
your
this
definition,
guy.
not doing for himself makes him broke.
if he's able to do for himself, as long as he's able. Now, if he's not doing it, that's on him. But if he has the means to be able to take care of himself, all of his needs and wants, he's not broke. What he's doing with his money is his choice. But if he has the means to be able to take care of himself, all of his needs and all of his wants, without having to ask anybody for any damn thing, he's not broke.
Okay. Because nowadays, it used to be your little dick ass. Now the first thing a woman tell you is you broke now. I don't want to deal with your broke ass anyway. That's the thing to make your man try to feel like he's less than by telling him he broke.
I'd rather
Miss Doc-
say and deal with your little dick ass. I'm not gonna say nothing about you being broke. I'd rather not just deal with your little dick ass.
All right, Miss Dodnetta, what's your definition?
Someone who can't take care of himself. Um, I don't need a man to take care of me. Be able to take care of yourself. If he is able to work and not working, or don't have a hustle or something, not only are you broke, you're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many black men who don't have some kind of hustle of some sort. I know a couple, and to me, they lazy.
I was gonna say I know a shitload of them.
I'm a black female, and I know I can hustle. I know how to make a dollar turn. But if you can't do that, shame on you.
But what if, and I'm sorry for taking this in so many different directions, and a lot of people I have heard, especially all these so-called relationship people and these psychologists on Facebook and all that, say that the reason the black men, and I'm gonna talk about the black men, doesn't have that drive, doesn't have that desire, doesn't have that hustle, they say it's y'all fault for coddling and babying the black men, the mamas. What do you say to that?
It's true. It ain't no lie. That's not a lie.
Okay.
I've seen it happen. It didn't happen with my brothers, but I sure seen it happen.
Okay. All right.
They get in jail, they bail them out. They get in trouble, they get them out of trouble. Just don't arrest him. I'll go ahead and pay restitution for anything he does. You don't get no consequences of anything you've done. So whatever he does is okay, and that's why he continues to do what he does. Or he finds a girlfriend who all she wants him to do is lay up all day long. He ain't got to work nowhere. I get a check or I work. I got this. You just stay home. He driving her car while she at work. On payday, he comes and picks her up so she can go cash her check and give him money. Something wrong with that picture. I wish. Ask somebody else.
Yes. Oh, yes, please do.
Okay. Go ahead, Andrea.
Well, okay. First, I want to address this issue right here that you brought up with Felicia. A man that's taking care of her, but not taking care of himself. That's what we call a good sucker duck. Okay, a good old sucker duck. Because I'm gonna take you for all your money and leave you with nothing. As far as a man that doesn't, what I consider him as being broke, that's a man that's like Miss Donetta said, and like everyone else has said, you lazy, don't want to get a job, and don't want to do for yourself at all. Hell, you probably stink too. Because if you ain't got no money, you can't buy no soap to wash your ass. I'm sorry, y'all know I always have to take it somewhere else. I'm sorry.
Well,
but that's true.
Mario does it too, so don't worry about it. You good.
And 9 times out of 10, you're probably sleeping on your mama couch.
Or in the basement. Don't
Or-
forget that.
Uh-oh.
So,
But this,
and then not only that, yes, I do agree. Black women baby these damn men too much. We do.
Agreed.
I have a I have a 27-year-old, my damn self, who not I, because I don't believe in it. I'm sorry, I don't spoil the kids, and I know y'all think that I do, but I honestly I really don't. But that damn son of mine, every time he pick up that phone, call my sister right to this day. She always do whatever the hell that he wants him to do. Cause he know not to call me, cause he know I'm gonna cuss him the fuck out.
Mm.
And when my mama was alive, it was the same thing. So yes,
man,
and his girlfriend right now, and I told her, you stupid as hell. Cause it ain't no way I'm gonna allow him to sit at home and play that damn game all day while you at work and he's sitting at home. I told him flat out like that, you stupid as hell. I told her, see, he won't come back to my house because he know something mysteriously happened to their game.
hold up, time out. I can't
I've
let you
done
sit
it
here in
before.
good faith and talk about fucking up nobody's game now.
I've done it before. I've done it before, and I will do it again. And I'm to the point where I'm about gonna go to his house that he has. The apartment has his name on the lease, and something might mysteriously happen to it.
Mm.
Because I think I consider that as being a sorry ass man. If you can't get up and take care
Hey,
if you yes, a sorry ass man. If you can't get up and take care of yours and your own of yourself and your own, then you's a sorry motherfucker.
oh, okay, that's different. I thought you were talking about because you play the game.
No, just ain't got nothing to do with that. But if you cannot take
Oh, Lord
care of
have
what's
mercy.
yours, your house, your home, then you's a sorry ass motherfucker. And I tell him that. And then
Okay,
after that,
that's
I
different.
say, love you.
Oh wow.
I keep it real. My girls, the same damn thing. If they didn't work, you got to do something. I'm not that mother. I'm not gonna baby you. Well, especially when you're grown. When you're grown, you got
Yep,
to get the hell up and do something for yourself. I can't take
yep,
care of you for the rest of your life. Hell,
yep.
you need to be prepared to take care of me.
Because ultimately you cripple them because inside your house is and I say this all the time, we create a bubble inside our house is the perfect little bubble, and they get so comfortable that they think once they go on the other side of that door, that's the way the world gonna treat them. People gonna give a fuck about them
Right.
when they don't realize once you step outside that door, nobody don't give a fuck who you is and what you about or all of this and care if you don't eat vegetables or you know what I'm saying. Nobody give a fuck about all that. So it's our job to try to prepare them for out there, but they just so fucking spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, man. And the whole phenomenon about them saying that the black women, spoiling the black men, but I mean, this is not a recent phenomenon. Wasn't that what
No.
Baby Boy was about? The movie with Tyrese? Then wasn't
Exactly.
that what
Right.
that
Yes.
was
Yeah.
about?
Yes.
So it's not nothing new in that movie going on, what, 25 years old or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that what Andrea said, and we'll let Lee Jet chime in on this, that sometimes you have to just say to yourself, regardless of what happened, I don't want to be a sorry man. I want to take care of my family. I want to do that. Because at the end of the day, my need to have to eat overrides a lot of shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I got to take care of myself. It starts with me because I can't do shit for nobody else if I'm in shambles. So I just think if they was to start saying, okay, I got to take care of me, a lot of stuff will kind of fall in line. I don't know that for sure. I just say that's how it functions for me. What's your thoughts on this, Lee Jack?
My thoughts on this whole thing. Yeah. Well, I was raised up old school, where it says in the Bible, if a man don't eat, then a man don't. If a man don't work, then a man don't eat.
Eat.
So I was raised that regardless of what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, or what the situation is, I need to get off my ass and make some
Mm-hmm.
to support myself and whoever else is under my roof that I'm calling myself supposed to be taken care of. And like Miss Dot said, shit, nowadays these little boys ain't being taught that way. They being cuddled and coddled and being the mothers are being what are they? They're being
Enablers.
enablers. Yeah, enablers of their sons. And not telling them, hey, get off your ass, goddamn me, do some work, support yourself so you can support somebody else. They
Mm-hmm.
letting it be cool, sitting on their ass and not doing nothing. Well, let me take care of my baby. Let me make sure my baby got this and my baby got that. No, damn it. If your baby can't do it himself, then fuck him. He needs to get off his ass and do it his damn self. I didn't been in the house with that situation, and boy, she was a terrible enabler. Like I said, like I say, she done been down that long rabbit hole of running to the gambling house and the drug house, paying his bills so that they don't kill him. You know, I told her that ain't me. I'm not gonna be involved in none of that stuff.
No, that's right.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn him. He gonna have to grow up one day. Let him grow up.
But that's my baby. I can't stay and see that happen to my baby.
Damn that your baby gonna get himself killed and you too.
Yep, and also baby knew better.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's another point you bring up, that sometimes they be doing stuff that bring, the whole don't shit where you eat, you know what I'm saying? They'll bring stuff to the house and you be like, you care more about doing whatever you doing and not putting your family in harm, your mama in harm. But then when you get in harm, you expect your mama to bail you out, but you
That's
ain't care about your
right.
mama on the front end of this.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Marlena, what's your feelings on this?
I do agree with the ladies that moms and girlfriends, wives, or whatever have been and can be enablers to men. Uh, and it's very evident. We see it all the time. As far as a man being broke, my answer is a little bit different.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, they need to be able to take care of themselves. But if you're courting me, you need to have something to court me with. So I don't want you to just be able to take care of yourself. You got an interest in me, you're gonna have to have a little means to show me, a little something different. I want you to be able to court me. I want you to be able to take me to the movies. And not that I wouldn't do some of those things as well, but I don't just want you to pay your bills and you just come looking at me. I don't know.
But ain't no courting going on these days. So these young men don't feel as though they got to have money to do that. So that's why they do it.
That's right.
I ain't talking about a young man. I'm talking about a man courting me.
But I'm saying we talk about nowadays. We're not talking about,
I'm talking about nowadays.
And plus the money that was gonna be spent courting you nowadays, they'd rather just spend that on weed and go sit in the car in the park and smoke all evening.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
young
and
people.
older men do that too.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Older
I'm
men
sure they
that
do.
too. So,
So instead of taking you out for a steak dinner, we can stop by Taco Bell, get this little, you know what I'm saying, crunch pack here with 24 tacos and go sit in the park and smoke like a motherfucker. And when we get high and cracking up, we gonna fuck these tacos up.
And
Y'all go right ahead.
we like to sometimes say things are a generational thing, but in actuality, it happens with the older crowds too.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
A
It
lot,
does.
Andrea. A lot.
Yes.
More than you think. More than you think.
Right.
More than you think, baby.
Yep. I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of old weed heads out there that do the same shit that the young guys
Right.
do.
Yeah.
And if not more.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the young guys get it from.
I mean, and then there's that.
True.
And it's not that yes, in some cases they may or may not have the proper guidance of having a father in the home or something like that. But as you get older, you know better.
Yes.
You you set the foundation for someone else with you being older.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I had the only white teacher in the high school. He taught AP history. His name was Mr. Davis. And I was, one of them people who always, because when you coming up, they tell you your father ain't around, so you must be angry. You hear that shit enough that you start saying, "Am I angry? I must be angry." You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even built like that. So, but they told you that so much, you felt I need to be angry. And then he told me something one day. He said, "Look around," and then he said this straight up to me. And he was a white man. He said, "Look around. Oh, y'all ain't got y'all daddies, right?" And which is true. The point he was trying to make is, just because you ain't got your daddy, that mean you supposed to give up on life. You supposed to just say, "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do anything, end up in jail or do this." Like, plenty of people ain't got their daddies. It ain't just y'all black people who ain't got their daddies. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, looking around, damn, all my friends, he ain't got his dad ain't here, his dad. I'm like, damn, I ain't never thought about it because it was so many daddies missing. You ain't never really thought about it. And then you realize, like Andrea say, at some point when you grow up, that shit has to come off as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Because you start to get your own family, you got people depending on you, got to be a productive member of society. You can't keep running around because this motherfucker didn't buy you no Tonka truck. You still mad and angry at the world. I know that's easy said and done because sometimes that father shit can have some issues just like y'all girl, but you learn how to compartmentalize, put that shit away, and still live though.
And move the hell on.
Yep, and move the hell on. So, but Janine, do you think that is the black women fault for a lot of the men being the way they are because they being coddled?
Partly, because some women do. Like my mom with my brother. Um, I'm gonna just say, so he has two homes, and he's married. Him and his wife bought a home, and they bought a home with another home in the back. So they live in the back home, and my mom lives in the front home. And he basically lives with my mom, and my mom does everything, everything for him still. So it's like he's still like the baby of the family. She does everything for him, everything, everything. I mean, he gets out and go to work, but if he don't, it's no problem. If he had his own business, but well, he had it. And he's trying to open up another one where he has a few contracts and he's just starting all over again. And he'd rather other people, he finds people that's basically on the street. He doesn't care. Oh no, he's not picking and choosing his people. And it doesn't matter if the employer talk about them, he still won't get out and go himself. He'd rather let those people do it. And, he's yeah, I believe that. I'm not
No.
gonna do it though. There's no way. You got to get up and go to work.
You got to get up and
Gotta
get
get
out
up.
and get some.
That's right.
If you had a person that you was in a relationship with and they cheated on you, right? But then they got jumped by the person they cheated with, husband or boyfriend, would you help him?
Say that again. I don't think I understood what the question was. I got a little confused there.
If you were in a relationship and your significant other cheated on you, right? But in the process of cheating on you, the person he cheated with, husband or boyfriend, caught him there like at the house or something and decided to jump him. He called you, said, baby, they jumping me, come helping, or you just dropped them for whatever reason you there and you saw them, that husband fighting him or jumping him. Would you help him?
He on his own.
Oh,
He cheated
You ain't
on
gotta
me.
pay.
Oh yeah, he on his own.
So you just gonna let him get his ass whooped?
Yep.
You ain't gonna give me no generic answer like it depends on how much we were in
No,
love.
no, it don't matter how much I love him. First of all, the main thing is he cheated on me. Okay, so yeah, he on his own.
because when he get home, I'm gonna whoop his ass again.
So
By the time
you
he
don't
get
even
home, his stuff will be outside.
Outside.
His stuff will be outside, and I'm gonna whoop that ass again.
So you don't give a damn. You just see them coming off the top rope on his ass. You don't give a damn.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna whoop his ass for one. I'm gonna whoop his ass for getting caught. For two, I'm gonna whoop his ass for calling me with the bullshit. And for three, I think of some more shit.
And you have the audacity to think I'm gonna come and save you? Oh,
Thank
Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, let me
What
ask
was he
Leon.
thinking?
Leon, you can catch a girl cheating. Then you know.
You know he ain't gonna go help her.
Hell no.
Oh,
But go ahead,
shit.
Leon. I can't speak for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And then
Please
his wife
You
or
see, he
whatnot.
disappeared. You see, he back now. Okay.
Oh no, hey, I'm listening.
Yeah, then her, the girl, the wife, the wife of the person she cheated with decide that, oh no, bitch, you in my house, and decide I'm gonna whoop her ass, and you just happen to be there. You helping?
Wait, why would I just happen to be there? But that's
I don't fucking know. I'm just reading the question. I mean, I'm like Steve Harvey. I don't fucking know. I just asked the questions.
that's neither here nor there on that part. But am I helping? I'm probably sitting back eating some popcorn watching this shit. What the fuck? How the fuck you think you're gonna be fucking with this gal husband and then get caught and then expect me to goddamn me help you with her? No. You better get some act right about yourself.
So it's not going. It don't matter how much you love her. I'm
Hell,
gonna do a Mario now. It doesn't matter how much you love her.
That's a good question. Does it matter?
What they say, after the love is gone. When you should be right is wrong.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, Marlena, what you happy because Leon say he eating popcorn and singing on her ass.
I'm with Leon. I'm on the sidelines cracking up because you know what? You get what you get. That oh no, I ain't helping you. Tear his ass up.
I later she that type when he falls, she'll sneak her a lick in.
You know it.
Oh yeah. Don't let me have on pair of stilettos. I'm gonna put a hole in his head. Bam. That's what you
damn. Say, I'm gonna turn his head into a bowling ball. Okay.
With the extra hole.
Damn.
Oh boy. All right. Janine, you happen or you sitting back and you watching the sideshow?
I say beat his ass, so I'm gonna get a few licks in too. Beat his ass. And I'm jumping in too.
So let the sideshow begin. Step right on in.
Right. You need to say she coming to his rescue, but it ain't to his rescue, it's actually to her rescue.
Oh Lord.
The love don't matter to you guys at all.
I'm helping. Call me. I'm coming.
Did
I'm
he
helping
love? Wait a minute.
your ass.
What was the love in when he picked up that damn phone and called me to ask me to come help? What did he think I'm supposed to risk my life to?
So
No,
Mario,
I'm
let's put that in perspective for you. You cheated, then you gonna call your girl to come help you or come get you? Really? Does that make sense?
First of all, I'm going with Leah. Under what circumstances do I just happen to be there?
No, but that's not what she asked you.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you cheating on me, I'll be damn it, you got me anywhere near that. Because you know that shit ain't gonna turn out right.
So are you gonna call her to come help you?
No, the same way
Okay,
I tell y'all.
so this is why you there. Because she called you and telling you that she getting beat up. She not telling you why. When you get there, you find out that she cheating with this lady's husband. And that girl is whipping that ass. Now what you gonna do? Get back in your car and leave?
I mean, I'm not getting back in the car and leave because you know the little pettiness in me want to see all this shit you've been talking about all the year about you'll beat a bitch ass. Let me see it now. You know, I just sit there and see, can she do all that shit she been talking about all over the year? But I ain't helping. I mean, can you hold your own or not? Because, like y'all said, once somebody cheat on you, your heart just turn.
And can you see a man trying to help fight another woman?
I've seen it though. I have seen it.
They do it.
Yes, I have seen it.
All in the name of love.
I mean, I've seen men fight women, but you know, not because they woman is fighting another woman. They might try to pull her off.
Help his girl jump girls. I've seen a guy help her.
No, I've never seen that.
I seen it on Facebook. I seen it on YouTube.
I've never seen that. Now I've seen men try to protect their woman from getting hurt and whatnot, but I've never seen a man jump into a woman's fight and actually fight the other woman.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
I have
I
seen that shit live up close and personal.
Had to hold him back.
Wow.
Yep.
And I have seen it where he jump in to help the girl and then he get his ass beat too.
I've seen that too. So what about you, Felicia? You helping out or you gonna just say, hey,
she gone.
Oh, she gone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's a messed up situation. You not helping nobody out. Cause like I said, you still processing the fact. Wait, like Miss Donetta said, if you just rolled up on her and you found out y'all fighting because of why are you fighting? She fucked my man. What? You know what I'm saying? You'll be in shock. Like, wait, what's going on here? And then once you really realize that, you're like, oh no, whoop that bitch ass. You ain't helping her, period.
You're right.
Period. Whatsoever. Now, y'all women, y'all love us enough. If I just say, baby, I ain't mean to do it, you know, so please don't let this man whoop my ass. Okay, baby. I forgive you.
Yeah.
You getting your ass tore up.
Baby, I forgive you.
You getting your
fight
ass
like
tore
that.
up.
What if he say, baby, don't let him have it? I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You get your ass tore up.
You're a fighter tonight. You're a fighter tonight, bro.
Thought about that before you did what you did.
You don't fight, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Baby, that's why I had all this love built up. That's why I did it to her, loved her, didn't love you. But you know, I can't be fighting nobody, baby. Help me.
Mario, you know what?
You know he crazy.
You know what? There's no words. There's no words.
I got back in my car.
I don't know nobody stupid enough to say that.
Hey, I mean, with a nigga trying to save his ass, a nigga will say anything. That's just like a nigga in jail. He'll tell you anything to get out that bitch for you to bail him out.
Lord Jesus.
Girl, when I get out of here, I'm gonna build that extra wing onto the house you've been asking about. They'll tell you any damn thing to get out of jail. Okay, all right.
Jesus Christ.
We'll leave it like that. I say y'all some abandoners.
After you cheated on me, yeah, I'm gonna abandon you. You're right.
Yeah, right. Shit.
Y'all some abandoners.
First. You abandoned me first.
Right.
Oh. Now what's gonna happen? Because if y'all live together, he gotta at some point come back to the house. At least get his shit.
His stuff will be on the porch.
It'll be outside.
You gonna be fucking with him talking about woo, that nigga tore your ass up.
You're so right. You're so right.
Like he said on Players Club, did you even pinch the bitch?
What I'm saying, cause at that point he can't even he gonna send his cousin over to get his shit. He ain't even coming.
Oh my God. He probably should.
Mm-hmm. He ain't gonna even tell you he's sending the hey, Gene sent me over to get his stuff. He just said it. Gene just said it's on the porch.
Yeah, there's his stuff. When you see him, you tell him I'm over here cracking up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gene didn't tell you about that nigga that knocked him out, did he? He didn't tell you about that, did he? Oh shit. Oh, I mean, as a man, that's your worst fear, though. You might take an ass whipping, but you don't want to be knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You might take an ass whipping. Hey, I mean, I tried, but you don't want to be special one hit or quitter. Just he hit you one time, you just fall out. You don't want to be knocked out like that. You just don't, because you can't ever live that shit down.
Concussion.
You can't never talk shit to nobody no more. Nigga, I whoop your ass. Yeah, like you did that guy who knocked your ass out, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't talk shit no more. Lord. You just fucked up. The women don't respect you. The children, your nieces and nephew don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Boy, stop that before I whoop your ass.
That's why mama did. That's why mama did that man beat your ass.
I don't like when Uncle Mario come over. Well, all the kids be talking about that nigga down the street knocked him out. I got a pussy ass uncle.
Oh Lord! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Oh shit, Leon, that ain't your fear. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be knocked out. You can take ass with, but you don't want to be knocked out.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to live down.
I just knocked out, but knocked the hell out.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
You can take ass with, you just can't, you know what I'm saying? Nigga got to put smelling salts, ammonia up under your nose to get you up.
Right. Ask Debo.
Oh, Lord.
You see how Debo handled that shit in Friday? Debo, you got knocked the fuck out.
That's what I say. You don't want to be knocked out.
Yeah, he was ready to come back, and then he didn't care what happened. He had to get him. He had to get him some act right.
Mm-hmm. That's man. All right, y'all. We gonna leave it right there. We're gonna get up out of here. We get into that hour and 30 minute mark. So Janine, you want to talk to the people and tell them something before we get up out of here?
I want to thank everyone for joining in, and that's my story. And I'm sticking to it.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it.
Don't get knocked the fuck out.
Please don't get knocked the fuck out. I'm telling you, that's a film. That's a real true film. No. Okay, Brother Lee Jack, talk to the people, man.
Man, it's been a hell of a show. But it has to come to an end, even though we don't want it to. Just like Mario's beloved Cowboys season now. It's coming to an end just that quick. Let's make it do what it do and keep it pushing.
Really? That's where we going with that. Okay. Boy, he been sitting back in the cut waiting to like a tiger or something, waiting to pounce on that one, ain't you?
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
But fair is fair. We lost. I mean, I can wear that. I can wear that. Yeah, it
It ain't
hurts,
the
but
only
I
one
can
you
wear
gonna
that.
wear. You gonna wear some more too.
Oh yeah.
Probably,
The
I
L's are
probably,
coming.
I probably am. But like I said, I don't falter. I stay the same, even though it hurts. Marlena, talk.
Next week this time, Lee, we'll see that shirt in shreds.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
We was having a really damn good show up until this point.
Yeah.
And it all started with that damn bus driver over there.
Well, you know, he hasn't driven that bus in a while.
Well, he made up for it tonight, goddamn it.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Oh my God. Marlena, talk to him. Talk to your feline furry friends. Let's get our mind on something else.
Thank you, viewers, for coming in and joining us this evening. We really hope that you had a wonderful time as we did and as we always do. Bring a friend next time. We love having you. Peace out. Meow.
yeah, as long as they're not Cowboy fans.
My day will come. I promise you. I don't know when, but it will come. Andrea, since you really ain't into football like that, you tell them, leave us on something positive, Andrea.
Football, boy.
You knew that's what she was going to say. I'm like, why you say that? Because you knew it was not going to be positive. You know football boo was coming.
But hey, I do have some things that positive that I would like to say. Okay. As you all know, you can always reach us at a totalview22.com. That's if you've ever been knocked out, been broke, you need a little bit of help. Reach out to us, And if you want to catch up on all the shows, you can do that at totalview22.com. And I think I just jacked that up. So, hey, it's not only Mario that jacks it up sometime. I do it too.
No, wow.
God, whoa. Number 12.
But hey, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show this evening. And holla at us. And don't watch
swear to y'all, I am gonna get us a sound effect for the number 12. I am. When it comes, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna get us a sound effect for the number 12. Okay, so Miss Donetta, bring us home.
Well, it's been a good evening, and I'm glad you all came to our game room so that you can play along with the Rugrats, because they was rugging and ratting today. We even rode on the number 12. We haven't ridden on that bus in a while. We want to thank Leon for that. And we're gonna say a little silent prayer for Mario and his Cowboys.
E2.
No, we ain't.
E2, Donetta, E2.
Because they need much prayer.
They ain't getting it over here.
Where I'm just, but see, you're not the only one. There's some other people out there listening that unfortunately they happen to be Cowboy fans as well. So maybe if they all collectively pray, maybe one of their prayers will go, to the ears and he'll hear. I don't know.
As long as the prayer ain't going to the Super Bowl, they'll get heard.
Maybe.
But we'll see you all next week.
You know what?
Suck it now.
I'm gonna say good night. I ain't gonna address all of them. They won fair and square, and they, hey, look, I ain't got no leg to stand on. But I told them that if I did win last night, I was gonna be unbearable. So by the same token, I have to take what they dishing out to. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It hurts though, because I thought they were my friends.
Yeah,
We love
are.
you. We
We
love
do.
you.
We love you very much.
Yeah, that's what it hurts though. I thought they were my friends. You see, when you go through something, that's how you know who your true friends is. You know, so they put to lift me up.
We're trying to
We
show
are lifting you
we're
up.
trying to show you the light.
Yeah, how you trying to show me? You mean
You're turning away from the light.
We're trying to lift your
Oh,
spirits
okay.
and get you to laugh about it. Instead of doing
Sometimes
all
you
crying.
that's true. You have to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. That's true.
Oh,
Oh man, but thank y'all for hanging out with us. We do have fun doing this, man. Like I said, the last couple of weeks we was off. We got back last week. We back this week. We appreciate it. Go to the Facebook page, hang out, leave some comment, join. Let somebody else know that we out here and we do have fun. So y'all hang in there with us, and we'll catch y'all next week.
yeah, go take off that nasty, sweaty, musty cowboy shirt.
Leave Mario message. Go Cowboy. Go Cowgirls.
Oh my goodness.
As Andrea say, love you.
Oh my goodness. Anybody else got anything to say before I actually hit the stop button?
Might as well go and hit it.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess I ended with this. How about them boys?